Hi guys, hey, happy Wednesday. Okay, so I can't go live in our chat group, and since I can't seem to get any of you, except maybe one or two, to join in on a conference call, I can't do Q&As with you. So I am going live here, and I'm going to post it in our group, and I hope some of you watch it. So I want to explain something to any of you that want your products free, want a little extra money, whatever it is that Thrive brought you to Thrive, first of all. Second of all, whatever it is that brought you to the promoter button, whether it was helping someone else or wanting, you know, a little bit more, I want to help you. I mean, I really do. I really want to help you. One thing that I wanted to just say live, because I want you guys to hear my heart about this, is that a person will not make a decision on anything, especially a purchase, number one, if they don't know you, number two, if they don't trust you, and number three, if they don't see value in it. People will spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on something that they see value in, whether they can afford it or not, and whether it's going to be good for them or not. So we have to help them with all the information to see value in Thrive in order to even consider trying it. You can send samples out until you're blue in the face and waste money, and you'll not have a return on it. Trust me, I've sent thousands and thousands out without much return on it. So if you listen to the upline leaders, the 200Ks in those, they do not sample out any kind of sample product until all three steps of our informational funnel have been done and completed by a person. Step number one, set up their customer account. That means that you go to your link, the link that was emailed to you, not your cloud and your login, to your link, and you click customer at the top. You click whatever country that they're from, and then set up an account with them, for them. You can also send them there, but most likely they are not going to do it. They're just going to look at your webpage and not have all the information, and that'll be that. So if you set up their email account, it plugs them in to get the emails from Lavelle, and of course it plugs them into you. So to do that, I usually either set up their first name, last name, first name as their user ID, or the first part of their email before the @ sign. Password I usually set up just like ABC123. After I set up that email for them, I send them a message, whether it's on Messenger or email. Let them know what their link is. Let them know what their username and password is to log in by clicking customer at the top, so that they can see the pricing, the packages, and the information easier than just navigating the main website. The second thing that you have to do with them is make sure that they plug in and like the Lavelle fan page. You want to challenge them to read a story or two and see if they can relate to any. Then you want to follow up with them in a day or two and make sure that we answer all the questions for them. Now, by answering the questions, I don't mean saying, do you have any questions I can answer for you? And in a text or type or whatever. We actually physically need to get them on the phone and answer the questions. And the easiest way to do that is to say, when can I call you and follow up? I want to know what you thought of the information and if you have any questions. And when you get them on the phone, you're going to say, I want to bring in my friend so-and-so. I don't care who it is, anybody else that's ever thrived and actually thrived. And that way they can tell you their story, and they can tell you what, you know, their experience is with the products. They experience it just like me, and they're going to have better answers for you than I may have. So then you're going to, you know, plug in with that person, three-way, on the call, 3 people on one call. It is better to, of course, call and have an upline do that for you, because we have experience doing it, and you can just sit back and listen to the conversation and let us answer questions for them. We are not going to upsell them. We are not going to try to close them. We strictly are going to give them information and answer all the questions for them. It doesn't take very long. If you give one of us leaders like 15 or 20 minutes notice, I'm sure one of us would be available to do so. That is the only way they're going to have the information and make an educated decision to even start. So if you haven't done those 3 steps with someone, just assume that they're not going to order with you. It's going to take a really long time, and don't get frustrated with that. Mike Page posted today that one of his family members has watched him for 4 years be successful with Thrive, and they're just now finally joining him. So don't be frustrated with that. Just keep telling people and letting them know the information. And in that, I want to make sure that you guys know that getting them all that information, if you think about it, so like say you go to the store and you're out shopping or whatever with one of your friends, and they walk up to a counter somewhere that they purchased an item before that they absolutely love. And they're headed to this counter with all kinds of excitement, and you're like, oh my God, I do not want to stop by that counter. And then they get to that counter and they're like, look at this, oh my God, I love this. I love this. And you're like, yeah, whatever. It's really not something of yours. And then another person walks up, another just person, not the person that works there, just a person walks up and says, oh my God, I have that too. Doesn't it just do blah, 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 blah? Isn't it amazing? And all of a sudden, you're intrigued about what it is that your friend's holding. But you wanted nothing to do with that item that your friend is holding just 2 minutes ago before someone else that you have no connection with validated that product. It's no different with Thrive. If we do not have another person validate that it is worth it, the people that you plug in are strictly going to think that you are in it for the money and you're just trying to sell them something. It has nothing to do with the product. It has nothing to do with you. It's just the way people work. If they are validated by someone else, they are going to be more apt to give it a try and be more apt to actually even look out the information. They have to be validated that it's worth it from someone else. And if we send them to the Lavelle fan page to read some stories and we don't follow up with them, they are never going to go do it, ever. They do not have a sense of urgency like we do to help them. They're just not going to do it until one day it hits them like a frying pan and they're so exhausted that they remember they saw your post and maybe they should go check it out. So guys, I can't stress it and say it enough. If you do any of the 3 steps, any of them, get a person that you think should be thriving in their life on the phone with another thriver or at a local, period. If you set the account up and plug them into the Lavelle fan page after you get them on the phone with someone, so be it. But you have got to get them on the phone with someone else that currently takes the products and likes it and enjoys it so that they can validate why you are trying to share it with someone else. I love you. I want you to succeed. I want you to build dreams. I want you to have a fabulous life. Most of all, I want you to thrive for free. Free. Come on, guys, free. Like, I've received like $6,000 in free product. You can do it too. It's not hard. I just network it. Please, please, please let us help you. Please let us help you. I love you. Happy Wednesday.